You ready, sir?
Yes.
All right, good evening. At this time, I'll call to order the regularly scheduled committee meeting for the Village of Midlothian, Wednesday, April 16th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Roll call, please, Clerk Moskowitz.
Trustee Burbatt.
Here.
Trustee Caveney. Trustee Crowley.
Here.
Trustee Hilly. Trustee Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Killily.
Here.
Mayor LaRue.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, sir. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, I'll open the floor to public comment. Is there any public comment tonight? Yes, sir.
Just want to thank you for fixing that little furrow between the alley and not having really fine work.
Thank you. Any public comment from? All right, I'll close the floor to public comment. Before we get on to trustee business, Superintendent Swanson has a bid opening, a public bid opening he needs to do. So, it's on you.
Yes, sir. This is a bid for the Village of Midlothian lead water line service replacements, year number 2. And this bid is from the Stitt Brothers Excavating. Looks like the bid total is $4,417,815.
That was the only bid we received.
That's the only bid we received.
So the next step is determine that
This is the responsive bid.
you'll do that,
Yeah.
and then you'll know that.
Present it to David Fletta, our engineer.
Perfect. Thank you, Superintendent.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
How does that, I'm just curious, how does that, that's for phase 2? Similar number of homes? Same
I
number?
think it's actually more.
It's more homes? So, do you have any idea what the cost of phase 1 was? Was it significantly less than that? I'm just
I
curious.
believe it wasn't like 3 million?
Yes. 3 songs.
So it was like 2 million and then we got 4.
Okay. Just curious. Thank you.
All right, moving on to trustee business, trustee Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to let the residents know that you still can register to attend the hoedown that we are co-sponsoring with the Park District on Saturday, May 17th at 5:30 p.m. We're going to have a really good time. We just secured a line dance instructor, so if you've ever taken line dancing, I hear it's a lot of fun. So I hope to get out there and learn how to do a 2-step, even though I have 3 feet for that. And it's going to be a good
No.
time. We've always had a good turnout the last couple of years, so I hope everybody on the board can pencil yourselves in and your significant others for 5:30 Saturday, May 17th. And that's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Burbatt.
Just one thing tonight, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 25-0416-A. A resolution authorizing the Village of Midlothian to enter into an intergovernmental agreement by and between the Village of Crestwood and the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago for the design, construction, operation, and maintenance of a flood control project along the Cal-Sag tributary sea.
I'll second.
Oh,
Should I do the record? She's here in person before she votes.
You can.
I'll let the record reflect that trustee Caveney is here in person, and who just made the second to your motions. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please, Clerk Moskowitz.
Trustee Burbatt.
Aye.
Trustee Caveney.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Killily.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else tonight, trustee Burbatt?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Caveney.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple things. First thing is with regards to our agreement with MWRD for Natalie Creek. we need to contact MWRD and ask them to send some sort of letter agreement or revision or amendment to our agreement with them regarding the maintenance of Natalie Creek, because the village took on the responsibility of maintaining the northeast corner of 151st and Cicero, which when the project started, that property was unincorporated, but now it has been incorporated into the city of Oak Forest. It has been purchased by a developer, and they are in the process of clearing the property and developing it with, I believe it's a senior apartment building. So I don't feel that the village of Midlothian should continue to be responsible to maintain the creek that's now on private property and residing in the city of Oak Forest. I don't know how we go about that. I mean, I can contact Rich tomorrow and ask him to send this to his legal department, but I don't know if that should come from the mayor or the village attorney or from Superintendent Swanson.
I can do it.
All of the above, could be anyone can give those.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay, also, I was there a couple weeks ago the day after the big rain that we had, and they are moving pretty swiftly to clear that lot, and there is no snow fence up along the creek. I know it's not usually a construction requirement to put snow fence up, along a creek when you're just clearing a vacant lot, but given the extenuating circumstances of Natalie Creek, I think it would probably be in everybody's best interest if the developer was asked to put a snow fence up. So I'm gonna reach out to MWRD and ask them if it would be appropriate, if they could contact the city and the developer and ask them if they would do that. Because, I mean, it's spring, we're gonna be getting more rain, and we don't need all of that debris getting into the creek and floating down to us. So I just wanted to give you a heads up, if that's okay. Okay, a couple other things. We have a discussion after, oh no, I lost all my notes.
Oh,
Okay. We will have a discussion during executive session, and then after executive session's over, we'll come back and vote. And the last thing is, our building inspector, Mark Cerf, has 2 vacation days that he will not have time to use. His anniversary date is in May, and he's asking if those could be pushed back until next year to use. And I understand that, I believe our policy is if employees hold over any vacation, they have to use it within the first quarter, right? Yeah, so if we could put that on does that go on a consent agenda or under my business?
Consent
Consent
agenda.
agenda?
Consent.
Yeah, we could put that on the consent agenda for next week. And then the only other item I have will be after executive session.
perfect, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Trustee Kiley.
Thank you, Mayor. Just reminding everybody that about May 3rd, that we're having a triple event, which is village-wide garage yard sale, cleanup day, and also a recycling event. There's been some discussion, I think, about our new e-waste collection and why the village thought it was important to go forward and be proactive and collect e-waste. And so I looked it up today, and basically, e-waste, if it's e-waste, especially computers, has 3 metals in there that are very toxic: lead, mercury, and cadmium, which you may not know about, but cadmium is very toxic. Those metals, if they're put in a regular landfill, can leach into the soil, and after it leaches into the soil, it's not too hard for it to leach into groundwater. And groundwater, especially if an aquifer is under the landfill or near the landfill, it can contaminate the water supply with those very toxic metals. So it's important that e-waste is segregated from the regular landfill, because it creates a lot of health problems. It could create health problems, and also for the ecology, for nature. It creates a lot of risk there also. Also, there's 3 very recyclable, infinitely recyclable metals that are very valuable that can be recycled from e-waste, and that's gold, silver, and copper. And you don't have to disfigure some landscape or some area with a mine. You can recover gold, silver, and copper fairly easily. It can be reused and reused and reused. So that's a win also. So we do have our e-waste monthly collection. All you have to do is call up Republic 48 hours before the collection day, and they will pick up your e-waste. If you look on the Public Works site and look at the menu on the left-hand side, there's on the very bottom, there's something you can click on that says e-waste, and it tells you what Republic will collect from on e-waste, and it's pretty much almost anything with a cord, essentially. Won't be batteries, and it can't be big items like refrigerators or dishwashers, or things like that. But pretty much anything else they'll collect. So it's important that e-waste is segregated from the regular collection just as much as we do recycling, and we also do landscape waste separately. This is even more, this is very hazardous, potentially very hazardous for the environment, very hazardous for the groundwater, and so that's why the village was proactive and wanted to get this in motion and encourage residents to recycle their e-waste. Now, if you are cleaning out the garage and you're doing a garage sale and you find some e-waste and you didn't, just right before May 3rd, and you didn't get a chance to call up Republic, the recycling event also will collect e-waste at no charge. You can recycle your TVs and computer monitors too, and that won't be any charge. So that's what the village was thinking, and I definitely think it's something very important for the future of the area, of our earth. And that's all I have here.
Very nice report, thank you. I also spoke with a representative from Republic and asked him to please get a more in-depth educational pamphlet on their website and share it with us so we get it on our website why it is a necessity that we have this going on right now. So thank you. All right, Trustee Crowley.
Thank you, sir. Just a couple things tonight. I just wanted to make the board aware I will be forwarding a letter I received from our TIF attorney, Kathleen Orr. Her law firm will be raising their rates 5% this year. She wanted to thank us for our business and let us know that it is the first raise increase that they've made in 3 years. So I will be forwarding that to the board for review and put on the consent agenda unless anybody has any questions. Also, I will be forwarding a quote for the installation of our new computers. A few months back, Trustee Burbat and I discussed the upgrades that Microsoft is doing towards the end of the year. A number of our computers will be obsolete and no longer supported. We do have to replace those, and a few of them have to be upgraded. So Trustee Burbat has identified and done a great job of finding the computers, and we will need to pay Proven to set up. Each computer takes about 2 hours. They will be on site to set it up for the staff. So I will be forwarding that as well to put on the consent agenda for next week. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. That's all I have this evening, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Attorney Valdez.
Yes, just wanted to remind the board that I will be bringing the new Public Works Water Department ordinance for a vote next week in the absence of any decision by the board as to what they want to do with regard to the commercial and multiple unit apartment water fee on the water bill. What I could do is just provide for it because it doesn't now, and I could leave that blank, no number involved, with language that says that pursuant to a resolution, the board may from time to time.
I thought you were going to send us something.
I did,
You sent it?
yes.
I don't think I got it.
You just said it, right? You sent it this week?
I think it was what's today, Monday, I think?
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Could you resend,
I
could you
can
forward
send
that
it-
to me?
It's under the again, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So, an option available to the board is that I simply put language in there that says that there is a fee in the village code, and the board will change it from time to time or eliminate it at its discretion. Yeah, that's-
Okay, thanks, sir. Just want to let everyone know, in case you missed it, at long last, Buddy Bear Car Wash has broke ground. So they're starting to move along, and it appears that Beat Beat Coffee is very near to opening up for business. So very excited about all that stuff, so. That's all I have. Clerk Musk?
I have nothing tonight, sir.
Thank you, sir. Then at this time, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn to closed session to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are in closed session. There will be further action following closed session.
approving the money? Do we have to say the name?
Yes, if you hired her, yes.
We haven't hired her yet, we're making the
Okay.
offer still.
Then when you officially hire her, that has to be done publicly.
Correct, I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just getting official approval for the salary that's gonna be in the offer. That's all this is about.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking for a motion to approve the hourly rate discussed in closed session for the building department permit candidate.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Clerk Clausen.
Trustee Burbette.
Aye.
Trustee Kavy.
Aye.
Trustee Crawley.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Killily.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. Seeing as no further business coming for the board, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?